Shark Nation, how you doing? How you feeling? And welcome back. I'm IC3 to be exact. And listen, man, we got another good matchup on our hands. I know you already seen the thumbnail, man. We are in season 2, episode 4 of the NCAA 06 Next Dynasty with your Seattle Blue Sharks. And listen, man, if we take a look at last week, you already know, man, it was a big time matchup against Washington State University. And this was an in-state rivalry, man. We already know earlier in the week, they were talking a whole lot of mess on social media, doing a whole lot of antics and a whole lot of talking. But when we stepped on the field, it was a whole nother story, man. Absolute domination from the Blue Sharks, man. And the score ended up being 44-15. So you can see, man, we stepped up, we showed up on our home field and handled business, took no prisoners, man. And listen, we don't start it, but we definitely are going to finish it, man. So we definitely had to stand on business, man. And we had a couple notable players, one of them being big time Jared Glover, man. He had a phenomenal game. 7 receptions for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns to top off a big time performance, man. And as a side note, Jared Glover needed to have one of these performances for his Heisman race. So we're really glad that he got to show out and perform not only for his career, but also for this matchup, man. We definitely wanted to make sure we win this game at home. And we definitely did that, man. And in this game, man, we also got to give a shout out to our quarterback, another senior on this team, Joe Lovelady, went absolutely crazy. Okay, 12 for 16, 295 yards, 4 touchdowns, overall rating of a 95. I mean, you can see it right there. The numbers speak for themselves. He only missed 4 passes, and some of those, I'll be honest, probably weren't even his fault. But he was absolutely dotting up the Cougars defense left and right. Most of those receptions did go to one Jared Glover, but listen, man, our quarterback is really hitting his stride. It's one of the things we're really hoping to see with some improvement from the quarterback position, man. We know last year he made a few mistakes, had a little bit too many turnovers, if you ask me, but he's definitely cleaned a whole lot of that up. And the Sharks right now are rolling. And you can see with the addition, man, some of our new freshmen, one of those being 7-11 Jackson right there. A lot of big-time performances, man, and defense is looking top-notch. All right, so that is going to go ahead and wrap up week 5, and we walked away victorious yet again. And look, we are still undefeated, but let's go ahead and get into some stats, man. We see Lovelady, man, went absolutely crazy. 12 for 16, 295, 4 touchdowns. We see Tay Ray go for 61. We see Rush go for 40 and 2 touchdowns, who's really been proving himself as of late in that backup position. Then on the receiving side, man, we already know Jared Glover went crazy. 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. We see Billy Goat come down with 3 receptions for 47 yards. And then we see our big-time tight end have 1 reception for a 29-yard touchdown. And then our new big-time freshman had another reception right there. So then if we get to the defensive side of the ball, this time we see DJ Outlaw leading the way with 4 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Steve Strong got in there with 3 tackles, a tackle for loss. Nehemiah Hood was going absolutely dumb with 3 tackles for loss, and 3 of those being sacks. We see Max Matrix had 2 sacks in there. DJ Outlaw also got a sack, but then we got Carter coming in with 3 tackles. Rodriguez Diaz, 2 tackles. Nico Dean, 2 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. And like I said, man, this defense is absolutely driving this Sharks team, man. And we can even see Swagate Jenkins right there came away with an interception. And right now we are shutting teams down, nearly shutting them out. Give up a few big time plays here and there, but they are few and far between, man. And we are really excited about this defense. But speaking of defense, man, we actually going to take a look at our quarterback, the leader of our offense, man. We got a locker room interview with Joe Lovelady, who had a big time game. And the reporter says, hey, there's been a lot of talk about the incoming freshman and the return of Glover, but what does this senior season mean for you, and what do you hope to accomplish? And Joe says, honestly, I'm not paying too much attention to the talk, right? I've been here from the start. I know I'm a leader of this team, and winning here means everything to me. Being able to hang a Pac-12 banner in Seattle is the mission. We'll take it one game at a time and get better every day. So look, man, you love to hear something like that from your leader, not paying attention to all the talk, all the rah-rah. Listen, just locking in to what this team is trying to accomplish. And we got some big goals, right? This is season 2. Season 1 went pretty well for us, but we definitely want to improve and get better this year. And this guy right here is going to be leading the charge. So now, man, if we take a look at our coach report card, for one, Coach John Hughes, man, absolutely doing a phenomenal job in this season. Like I said, we are undefeated so far. Job security is at 100,000, if that's even what it is. But anyway, no worries there. And if we look at a message from the board, man, they're saying after hearing all the rumors, the fans are a bit worried about you leaving to coach another program. And so listen, man, with all the traction of Coach Hughes, man, doing a great job building this program from scratch, from the ground up, there are some big time Power 5 suitors. And there's been a lot of rumors. So here we go. We're going to actually get a chance to catch up with Coach Hughes in a post-game interview. And here's what they have to say, man. So they say, Coach, first off, great win against the in-state rival WSU, man. After a really good start to the season, Coach, there are a lot of rumors of other programs reaching out and offering big contracts. Is there any truth to this? And coach's response is, look, I am not going to stand here and lie to you all. I have been approached. But let's be extremely clear. My focus is on this program. Every day we work on developing this team and executing at a high level. I am fully committed to Seattle. So listen, although there is some rumors, there is some rumbling in the media about Coach potentially leaving to go to another program, he is telling us there's no shot. Coach Hughes is here to stay, man. Seattle is home, and this is a place that we should expect Coach John Hughes to be for a long time to come, man. And we absolutely love Coach Hughes, man, and what he's done. But on another note, man, we're actually going to take a look at the Sharkbait magazine. And if you notice, we haven't had an issue come out since issue 5 where we did go 0 Dark 30. And that is because we've been cooking up something special. The Sharkbait magazine is now going to transition to an online medium in the Sharkbait update, man. So look at this. We got an all new platform, man, looking really good, looking really clean, seeing that shark glue. And the first article right here is covering our big time wide receiver, man, Jared Glover. And they say big game from Glover against in-state rivals. The Heisman hopeful went for 150 plus and 2 touchdowns in last week's game. Here's what they had to say, man. After a very forgettable game against Texas, Glover responded to the doubters with an impressive 170-yard, 2-touchdown game, dominating from the first quarter. The Heisman hopeful receiver had this to say after the game. And so they got an inside scoop from Glover. He said, man, last game honestly was a fluke. I know I can contribute to this team's success way more than that. I have big expectations for this season, more big games to come, and you can bet on that. So look, it's a lot of talk from the big time receiver, but hey, he's been able to back it up thus far, and there's no reason for us to doubt him now. And in other news, man, we see there may be some trouble in paradise as we get a little exclusive piece on Jamarcus Thurman, who is our backup quarterback. And they're saying there are rumors circulating that quarterback Jamarcus Thurman is not satisfied with the lack of playing time. And Coach Melvin Speed, the quarterback coach for the Seattle Sharks, man, disclosed that there is a little bit of tension with the team growing in success, but there's nothing to be worried about. So good stuff right there from the Sharkbait update, and we'll be expecting more news to come out of that platform. But now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the top 25 polls. We see the Florida Gators sitting on top amongst another few powerhouse teams, and we're looking for Seattle, and it does look like we moved up 3 spots. We are now in the top 20 in the nation, and I told you they're going to have to start putting some respect on our names. And so listen, last game we were able to make a big time statement, absolutely dominating Washington State. Now there's nothing to say that they were a great team or this should have been anything unexpected, but you definitely want to win the games you are supposed to win, and we're definitely doing that, and we are climbing up the charts, and we love to see it. And speaking of climbing up the charts, we're going to take a look at the Heisman watch. And listen, man, Jared Glover has officially found himself off of this list. And I'm starting to get worried. I don't know about you guys. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about this season goal. Getting Glover that Heisman, because it just doesn't look like he's getting any more votes. Although he did have a couple really big games. Just got to have to do a little bit more apparently. But anyway, man, if we take a look at the player of the week, we see our guy Nehemiah Hood, who had an absolutely top-notch performance. I think he had 3 sacks in that game. And he is going to walk away with the defensive player of the week, a national honor right here for the freshman. Big time stuff right there. And if we take a look at the Pac-12 players of the week, man, we got Joe Lovelady and then as well Nehemiah Hood. So the Sharks are making some noise, man, doing some really good stuff, and we absolutely love to see it, man. Anytime the Sharks can get some recognition, it's a win for the squad. So clap it up for them guys right there, man. Love to see that type of performance, man. And so we take a look now at our conference standings, and we are sitting in the number 2 spot behind Oregon State. And they did suffer a loss, so I don't know what's going on there, but we ain't worried about that. We're just gonna keep doing what we gotta do and look forward to our next matchup, which is gonna be the Oregon Ducks in Eugene. And you already know this is gonna be a big time matchup, man. Oregon never lacks with talent, man. You already know they are a team full of speed through and through. But listen, we got some dogs on this side too, all right? We're doing all this talking about Oregon side, but they need to be talking about Seattle too. Got a game plan for us. Number 20 team in the nation for a reason, baby. We're gonna have to talk a little bit of talk, you know. But anyway, man, as we look forward to this matchup, we got more business to handle, man, and we have another player infraction, and it's gonna be our senior fullback, Lorenzo Garrett. And so let's see what they're talking about and what this dude did. We already know we had another incident last week with Williams, and they're saying Garrett has skipped all his classes this week without any reason or any excuse. Player discipline is at an F, and now the NCAA team interest has grown even more. And so listen, we love what Garrett does for this team at the fullback position, and honestly, we don't know how much longer we're gonna have a fullback. Sad to say, but we're gonna throw the book at this dude. We just cannot have any chance of us potentially losing scholarships or any disciplinary action, unnecessary team interest, or any reason for them to try to throw a wrench in this program, because we are actually rolling right now, and this will be the perfect time for something crazy like this to happen. So listen, Garrett, I'm sorry, brother, but you got to go 6 games. It's gonna have to happen. We need to make an example out of them. But all business aside, it's time to lock in and get ready for this Oregon Duck matchup, where we are gonna go down to Eugene and go ahead and face the Ducks, man. So let's go ahead and lock in and get ready for the game. Shark Nation, is game time, baby.
I'm Brad Nessler, joined by the coach, Lee Corso, and the quarterback, Kirk Herbstreit. Mother Nature has served up perfect weather for today's game between the away team and the Oregon Ducks. Halfway through the season, and the race in the Pac-10 is heating up. And here come the Ducks. The Ducks appear to be completely overmatched in this one. What do you think, Kirk?
The away team comes into this football game led by their quarterback, and he's such a leader, Brad. Believe me, he won't buy into any of this pregame "we're going to blow him out" hoopla. He's a focused competitor, and he'll be ready to play.
Nice pick, Kirk. I really believe that these guys are going to do it.
All right, folks, you heard the coach's pick. Now let's head down to the field for the coin toss.
Yes, sir. You can see the stadium is packed out. It's a beautiful day, man. And it is a great day for some football, for some Sharks football. And the Sharks are going to win this toss and receive the first kickoff, man. So the kick is up, and it looks like Credible is ready to make this return, man. He's going to go out, get past the 20. He's going to make a cut up the sideline. He's got a whole lot of space and a whole lot of green. And Credible is going to take this first kickoff to the crib. Big time play right here from the freshman, Justin Credible. And he is exactly that. That right there, I think, is our first kick return for a touchdown this season, coming from the big-time freshman. What a play right there. Actually, excellent blocking, man. And he is just way too fast. This is exactly why we have him back there, to make big-time plays like this. And this is exactly how we want to start this game off. Big-time play right here from Credible. And so here we go. We are already on the board. First thing in this game, as we see Fitton line up the extra point attempt, and it is good. So the Sharks are now up quick on these Ducks. So that right there took no time. Score is now 7-0 as Fitton lines up the kick, and I'm sure the Ducks are trying to return the favor, as James is going to return this kick off the left-hand side, and it gets brought down by Hubbard at the 20. And here we go, man. So now we get a chance to take a look at the impact players for Oregon. We see Dylan Gabriel calling the shots at quarterback, and Tez Johnson, the speedy receiver, as they go with a handoff to the left-hand side for the first play. But he is quickly brought down by Max, Matrix, and company for a loss of 3 right there. So right out of the gate, the Sharks came out swinging, throwing haymakers at this Ducks team, and they are looking like they're going to have to try to respond, or it's going to be a long game. So anyway, man, we see Gabriel drop back the pass. He's got all types of time. He finds a receiver holding to the right-hand side, but he doesn't get much. Might have barely got back to the line of scrimmage right there, and so it is still 3rd and 13. Ball on the 17-yard line. Defense is flying all around the field, man. Feeling really good. And here we go, man. We can see this year the Oregon is actually leading the nation in 3rd down conversion. So it's 3rd and 13. We're going to see what they can do with it here as Gabriel starts the shotgun. He's dropping back the pass. He's getting under pressure. He's looking up the left-hand side to Johnson, but it was quickly broken up between Edwards and Hubbard right there. And so on the first drive of the Ducks offensive possession, man, they go 3 and out, and it looks like they are going to punt this ball right back to the hot Credible, who is going to try and do something, but he's just going to call a fair catch. Play it safe. And here we go. The Sharks are going to start with the ball on the 46 as we take a look at LB States and Jared Glover as our impact players for the Sharks, man. Hopefully they can do some things in this game to make an impact. As we see Tay Ray get the first carry for a good gain of about 6 right there. So they call it a gain of 5. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. Ball on the 49. 3 minutes and 36 seconds in this first quarter. Sharks up 7-0. And we see Tay Ray get the call again as he gets close to that first down marker, just short. So they're calling it 3rd and 1. Ball on the 45. Tay Ray still in the backfield. Oregon fans trying to get on their feet, make some noise. And we see Ray got a whole lot of space on the left-hand side, and he is off to the races and then tripped up at the 30. And so right out of the gate, man, Tay Ray is looking good. 3 attempts for 25 yards. let you know that's another first down and keep moving those chains. So here we go, man. It's 1st and 10, ball on the 29. Tay Ray still in the backfield. Lovelady's going to go with a play action as he drifts off to his right. Looking for Gray over the top. He's going to throw to Gray. Gray's going to go to the sideline. He makes the catch at the 10. And so a nice drawn-up play right there to go play action to find a wide open freshman. Jalen Gray comes down with the catch, gets it all the way down to the 9. And so the Sharks are now in the red zone, knocking on the door, threatening to score again. And that would be a huge momentum boost on this game on the road against Oregon, man. And so we see Lovelady drop back to pass again. He's looking for Glover over the middle on a quick slant and comes down with the touchdown. Lovelady to Glover right there. Never gets old, man. I'm telling you, if you're inside the 10 and you got Glover on the slant, you might as well count it. He is coming down with that catch and coming away with points. And so we see Fenton line up the extra point attempt again to try to make this a 14-point lead, and he does so as we see our wildly inaccurate mascot getting busy on the sideline. We love to see it, man. Sharks up big right now, 14-0. Ducks looking to respond, man. So they're going to start with this ball on the 43. Dylan Gabriel going to try to do something with it as he goes with a direct snap to James, who's got a first down and then some. And it's finally brought down by Carter right there after a nice gain. So the Ducks are now on the other side of the 50. As we see the Ducks are lined up in shotgun. We got Gabriel with 2 running backs to his left, to his right. And he's going to go with it. Another direct snap right to James, which works pretty well again as he gets another good gain of about 7 or 8 right there. So they're looking to try to rely on the running game right now. James with 2 back-to-back really good runs. And so here we go, man. It's now 2nd and 2. About 1:30 left in this first quarter. Ball on the 36th. Ducks still in shotgun as they go play action with Dylan Gabriel with lots of time. He's going to throw almost right to Edwards, who just didn't see the football. Probably could have came away with an interception right there. But anyway, that's going to leave it at 3rd and 2. Ball still on the 36. And we see James in the backfield ready to take the carry, and he does, and he jukes his way past the first down marker, moving the chains for the Ducks, getting it all the way down to the 30. And this Ducks offense is starting to put some pieces together now. Need to see the Sharks defense kind of stand up a little bit as Gabriel goes and scrambles to the right for a gain of about 6 right there. So here we go, man. The Ducks looking like they are going to try to respond before this first quarter ends here, man. Putting a nice drive together. About 45 seconds left to go in the first. They're going to go with a handoff to James up the middle. He breaks 1 tackle and then is spun down by Matrix. But it's not until he picked up that first down. So Ducks are rolling right now. Sharks might need to tighten it up just a little bit. So we're going to see Gabriel go with a read option, who's tracked down by Hood and forced a fumble. But the Ducks recover. Thankfully, they recover. And our defensive player of the week, Hood, coming up with another big play right there, forcing a fumble on the quarterback. So then this next play, we see Gabriel go to the right-hand side to Harris for a short gain as he goes out of bounds and ends this first quarter, man. The score is 14-0. Sharks came out firing on the road against the Ducks, man. Ducks putting together a nice drive. It's now 3rd and 10, ball on the 17. As we see Gabriel in shotgun, drop back to pass. He's under pressure. He's looking to the right-hand side. But that right there was broken up by Nico Dean, another one of our freshmen. And he looked like he was looking for his big-time receiver Holden right there, trying to give him some motivation, telling him, hey, I need all the help we can get because these Sharks are flying. They smell blood in the water, and they're killing us right now. But anyway, they're going to line up for this 40-yard field goal attempt, man, and that one was actually good. Quite impressive kick right there. Putting the Ducks on the board for the first time in this game, and it's now 14-3. So here we go, man. The Ducks line this kickoff. Going to the dangerous Credible, who looks like he is going to return this kick yet again, and he gets past the 20. He's still cutting up. He might have some space, but he's finally dragged down right at about the 22 right there. So that's where the Sharks are going to start and try and go and put more points on this board. We haven't had too much trouble thus far. So here we go, man. We see Tay Ray to single back in the backfield. Glover to Lovelady's right. We see Lovelady dropping back to pass. He's looking for Glover on the left-hand side. Comes away with the completion right there. So far in this game, Glover has 2 receptions, 14 yards and 1 touchdown. Got to get him going early. You know, we got that side mission, the Heisman race. We want to make sure we get Glover his touches, but ultimately we want to win, and we're doing a good job of both right now. So that keeps it at 2nd and 5. Ball on 27. We see Lovelady dropping back to pass again. He's scrambling outside of the pocket to his right-hand side. He's got Higgins wide open near the 40. Higgins comes down with the catch and takes a big hit, but that doesn't matter because the Sharks are moving them chains again. Another huge play right there from our quarterback, Lovelady. Put it right on the money as he was scrambling off to the right. Higgins made a tough catch, withstood the big hit, and the Sharks are moving them chains, getting across the 50, man. Ball on the 42. It's 1st and 10, and the Sharks still rolling, still hot, man. So here we go. We got trips to the right as we see a handoff go up the middle to Tay Ray, who spun down for a short gain of about 2 right there. And so here it is, man. It's going to be 2nd and 9, ball on the 41. And we see Rush in the backfield for the first time in this game as we hand off to the left. He's got a little bit of a crease. He's got some space, and he is off to the races. And he's covering the ball up and gets tackled down at the 20. So that right there was a nice run by Rush, who is really starting to come along in this Sharks offense, you know, being the backup to Ray. But they are really a 1-2 punch combination, man. And when they both get going, the Sharks offense is difficult to stop. And you can see, man, there's a great run right there by Rush. Excellent blocking up the field, gave him all types of space. And so we see Rush still in this game, still in the backfield, as he's going to get a handoff to the right-hand side this time, and he's got a whole lot of space, and he is going to outrun everybody and get into the end zone. And we were just saying the 1-2 counter punch strikes again. Rush right there with a 20-yard touchdown run, untouched, man. And so the Sharks put more points on the board, and Oregon is struggling right now. It is 21-3. On the road, man. Sharks on the road playing an absolutely phenomenal game as we line this kickoff, which is going to go to James, and he's going to decide to bring it out of the end zone, and he's still running, but then gets brought down at about the 20. But this is big right here. We see Shannon Drew comes away with an injury on the kickoff, and you know he is our X-Factor linebacker, known to make big plays for the Sharks defense. So we are going to actually see DJ Outlaw come in as a replacement, so we hope that it's just a little stinger, a little tweak right there, and we'll see Troop back in this game. But anyway, man, we see Gabriel take the shotgun snap. He's under all types of pressure. He threw it up for grabs, and Edwards comes down with it. A turnover, and the Sharks continue to build on this big-time game, this big-time first half. We saw Gabriel under all types of pressure. We're trying to see who it was right there. That looked like it was Big Jimbo Valentine who caused the awkward throw. And Edwards did the cleanup on the back end, coming away with an interception for the Sharks, man. And they will start with the ball on the 49. And I'm sure this is not what Oregon wanted. I told you we were scouting Oregon, but they better had made sure they scouted us. And right now, it don't look like they did a good job of that, as we are absolutely cooking. As Lovelady was looking for a deep bomb to Glover, trying to really just break the spirit of the Ducks, man, after a turnover. Nice play right there by McGuire and Glover. He's got a tough assignment. Glover already 1 touchdown in this game. Would have loved to see 2 right there, but didn't happen. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, ball on the 49. And we see the news come back from Troop. He's going to be out 2 quarters with an MCL sprain. So thankfully he'll be able to come back in this game, as we see Tay Ray get the carry to the left-hand side, picking up about 6 right there. And so here we go, man. The ball is on the 45. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this half. Score is 21-3. Ducks looking for all the help they can get, and the Sharks looking to add an exclamation point at the end of this half if we can go and get to the end zone. As we see Lovelady drop back to pass again. He's got Glover over the middle, who's wide open, and then finally brought down after a big gain. But then we see we got another injury on the Sharks, man. One of our offensive linemen, Tim Jackson, is holding his wrist. And so maybe we just need to get these guys some Gatorade or something. Walking away with a lot of injuries right now. But you already know, man, it's got to be next man up. Be ready to play. So anyway, man, it's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 25. Lovelady in shotgun. As we see, they're going to go with a screen to Goat, who's going to try to get the edge on the right-hand side. And then finally get tripped up. Decent gain right there of about 4. They're going to call it 3. So 2nd and 7, ball on the 22. Clock still ticking. About 1 minute and 40 left before halftime. As we see Lovelady drop back to pass again. He's looking for Ray on the halfback screen, but they were not able to make the connection right there. That could have been big time, but just weren't able to get on the same page right there. So anyway, man, we're going to get the news back from Tim Jackson, and he will also be out for 2 quarters. So both of these injuries, kind of tic-tac injuries, but we will see these guys back in the game, which is good news, as Lovelady is egging this crowd on, telling them to quiet down, as he knows they're cooking right now. As Lovelady's in a lot of trouble. He's looking for Jackson over the left-hand side, and it looks like Jackson got a toe down and made that catch. Big-time concentration catch right there from the big freshman, 7'11" Jackson, always open, baby, and that was a great catch right there, putting the Sharks on the 9-yard line knocking on the door once again as we see Rush get the handoff to the left-hand side, trying to find some space on the outside, but is brought down behind the line of scrimmage, taking a loss of 2 right there. And so here we go, getting near the end of this first half. The Sharks looking to go up again, put some more points on this board. Ducks trying to make sure that doesn't happen as we see a handoff to the left-hand side again to Tay Ray, who's only going to be able to get about 2 or 3 from that run right there. So that leaves the ball on the 10-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. You can see so far in this game, we've been 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Let's try to make it 4 for 4 right here. So we got Lovelady in shotgun, Tay Ray to his right-hand side. Lovelady trying to quiet the crowd down, but that is not going to work. Ducks looking for a big 3rd down stop right here as the Sharks are in the red zone yet again. Here we go. Lovelady drops back pass. He's looking for Glover on the left-hand side on that quick slant, but it is broken up. So there we go right there. Try to get that quick slant off to Glover again, who was open for a split second, but the window shut just before we can make that completion. So we're going to go and line up for a 27-yard field goal attempt. Fenton, who we already know is not trustworthy. We'll see what he can do as he lines his kick up, and good Lord, it wasn't even close. So after the dust settles, man, the Sharks walk away empty-handed on what really could have been a huge momentum drive, man. At least if we were able to get 3 points, we walk away with nothing, man. So the Ducks are going to start with the ball on 20, 13 seconds left to go in this first half. You got to imagine they might just want to run the clock out and try to regroup for the second half. And they will do so as a handoff to James, who's got some space, but then is quickly clotheslined by Edwards. And they're going to get all the way down to the 33. They call a timeout here with 9 seconds left to go in the second quarter. So maybe we might see a Hail Mary by Gabriel here. So we see Gabriel line up in shotgun. He's drifting out to his right. He was under pressure. And we see they're going to Tess Johnson, and Stace right there almost comes up with a big-time interception. I mean, had him in a box, honestly. He wasn't going to make that catch one way or the other. They honestly should be thankful that Stace is not on his way into the end zone right now. And so after that dangerous throw from Gabriel, who's honestly had a really quiet first half, we're going to see the Ducks line up in shotgun right here. 3 seconds left before halftime as we see Gabriel drop back the pass. Probably just going to throw one into the end zone as he throws it up for holding, but Nico Dean was right there on the job, shutting down their hopes and dreams of the Ducks. And look, man, after an explosive first half from the Sharks, the score at halftime is 21-3. And that right there is going to take us into our halftime report presented to us by WX Sports Gear, the official partner of the Blue Sharks, man. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we saw in that first half. All right, man. So if we go ahead and take a look back, this has been an absolute track meet for the Sharks. Starting off on fire, a dynamite play from Just Incredible, man, taking the kickoff all the way to the house, man. This is his first one of the season, first in Sharks program history, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. I had to fact check me. But either way, man, the Sharks came out firing in this game, okay? I don't think anybody really expected to see this type of performance out of the Sharks offense. But hey, it is what it is, man. The score is 21-3. And on the defensive side of the football for the Sharks, it's been an absolute shutout. So look, man, if we go ahead and take a look at the player of the half, man, we got to give it up for Joe Lovelady once again, man. 7 out of 10 for 101 passing yards and 1 touchdown. Gonna walk away with a performance grade of an A. And listen, man, Lovelady is absolutely leading the charge on this offense, man. We know all the good things that we hear about Glover and our new freshman running back duos, but Lovelady is one guy who was always consistent, man. Over 100 yards in the first half, 7 for 10. I mean, the completion percentage is there. The accuracy is there. The everything is there, okay? He's even doing a little bit of trash talk on the field, and me personally, I love to see it. So look, man, we're gonna go ahead and give Joe Lovelady player of the game, man. I love that throw right there. But look, this game is definitely not over, and Joe Lovelady is gonna have to go ahead and close it out. So anyway, man, this halftime report, as always, was brought to you by WX Sports Gear, man. WX Sports Gear is the official partner of the Seattle Blue Sharks. World-class athletes deserve world-class sports gear. All right, man, let's go ahead and get into the second half where the Sharks are a big time on the road in Oregon. The Ducks looking for answers, and hopefully they don't find them, but you never know. So here we go, man. And we get this second half kicked off. A decent return right there by Tess Johnson. Didn't quite get out to the 20, so the Ducks will start on the 18. It's 1st and 10. And we see Gabriel is going to start in shotgun, making some adjustments for his receivers as he drops back to pass, and he quickly takes off. And Hood is right there to shut the door before it even opened. And right there, our National Player of the Week, man, Nehemiah Hood making a big-time play. And somebody didn't scout, because that dude is not to be trifled with. I don't know why you would try to scramble to his side. Definitely paid the price right there. So here we go. Second down. Gabriel's going to look for a receiver. Tez Johnson on the left-hand side. Going to make the connection right there. As we see an injury to our D lineman, Alan Krause. So we got a whole lot of injuries popping up in this game. And I'm not sure what's going on, but hopefully he'll be all right. Anyway, man, it's going to be 3rd and 6, ball on the 22. We see Gabriel in shotgun again. And we go. We're going to see him drop back and throw to his receiver on the left-hand side. But Steve Strong was all over that one. Nowhere to go. So it's going to be 4th and 6. We're going to see the Ducks line up for a punt. And they're going to be punting to the dangerous Credible, who already has a big-time play in this game, taking a kick off back to the house. So here we go. He returns the punt, makes a sharp cut to the right-hand side, tries to get to the sideline. But then it's chopped down after a short gain right there. So a nice little decent return. And the Sharks are going to start on the 36. Just over 4 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. And we see Tay Ray in the backfield. Single back right there as he gets the handoff to the left-hand side. He's off to the race. He's going to beat the linebacker. And then the safety comes down and brings him down just before the first down right there. So a good gain of about 8. And listen, with this type of lead, we should definitely expect to see the Sharks definitely try to burn some of this clock using these 2 running backs, man. We already know they are both equally dangerous. And so that's a good run right there by Tay Ray. So here we go, man. Tay Ray is actually going to get the handoff again. He's got a whole lot of space, and he is going to be running all the way down to the 45. And we were just saying these dudes are dangerous. Hadn't heard a whole lot from Tay Ray in that first half, but he is here now. And so here we go, man. Getting all the way down to the 37. It's 1st and 10, man. Just over 3 minutes as we see Lovelady go play action, drifting to his left. He is quickly running out of time, looking over the top to Glover. And Glover is not able to come down with that catch in the end zone. That would have been a huge play right there. Just not quite able to get there. Normally he comes down with those, but hey, we're not too mad at him. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Boston on the 37. As we see, Glover is actually going to line up to Lovelady's right on this one. Tay Ray in the backfield. Lovelady drops back the pass. He's under pressure. He's got to just get rid of it. And he throws it in the turf. Just had to burn that one. So here we go, man. It's now 3rd and 10, ball on the 37 still. As we see Lovelady drop back the pass. And he's looking for Jackson over the middle. Jackson comes down with the catch and then is swung down by his face mask, which is surely going to add some more onto the end of that great catch. And yet we see it right there, a 15-yard face mask. Keep it pushing, got to keep it moving. We don't want to hear no talking to the referees. You can see, man, probably put a couple dollars in his pocket right there as his team is struggling. They need some help. But anyway, man, that's going to get us all the way down to the 7. So it's 1st and goal. See Lovelady line up in shotgun and find Glover on the quick slant yet again. I'm going to keep saying it until I can't say it no more. Glover on that quick slant is almost unstoppable. And we see our big-time X-Factor receiver, man, come away with touchdown number 2 in this game. Lovelady just putting it up top on the top shelf. And Glover coming down with the catch. And really, man, on those slants, he just boxes out the cornerback. There's no chance they're going to be able to stop him. So that's touchdown number 2 as we line up for the extra point. And it is no good right there from Fenton. And we are sick of this kicking performance, man. We have got to draft, or not draft. We got to recruit us another kicker. This ain't cutting it no more. But anyway, man, we're going to go ahead and kick off to Tez Johnson, who found a lane up the middle, breaks one tackle, and then is finally brought down by Jenkins at the 45. So great return right there by Tez Johnson. But that thing is coming back. It's a flag on the field. It's clipping on probably number 82 right here, trying to plead his case. I say they throw another flag for unsportsmanlike conduct or something. Hey, take it all the way back. Here we go, man. The struggling Ducks offense is back on the field. They're going to start at the 21. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, man. We're going to see a play action and a throw to the left-hand side to Jackson, who comes down with the catch, but Steve Strong once again is all over that one and tackled the receiver just as soon as he caught it. So 2nd and 9. As you see another play action. It was a throw from Gabriel, who was under siege from Hood, but was able to get the throw off. And Tez Johnson comes down with the catch for the 1st down. Moving the chains, putting the ball on the 33. So the Ducks looking to try and put something together here as they have struggled all game. So we see a handoff right up the middle to James, who found a crease and is finally dragged down by Hood, or excuse me, by States right there. And so now the Ducks look like they might have found a little bit of a groove. So here we go, man. Ball on the 45. Gabriel in shotgun. James to his right. X-Factor is going crazy. So we see Gabriel quickly take off to the right-hand side. but then it's brought down right there by Rodriguez Diaz, who saw it happening the whole way. So after a little short gain of 4 right there, it's going to be 2nd and 6. Ball on the 49. And Gabriel is dropping back to throw out a shotgun again. He's going to find James, who breaks one tackle from States, but then is brought down behind the line of scrimmage by DJ Outlaw, who, mind you, did come in to replace Troop after the injury he suffered in the beginning of that game, man. So Outlaw right there making a good tackle. Leaving it at 3rd and 9 for the Ducks. Ball on the 46. Here we go. They're going to try to convert this 3rd down as Dylan Gabriel is looking, surveying the field. He's looking over the top for Tez Johnson, who had a step. But Edwards right there able to break that pass up. Can't get that past Edwards, man. And listen, after he decided to shift focus on the defensive side of the football, man, this Sharks defense has just gone up to another level. Great play right there by Edwards, preventing a big-time catch and all likelihood a touchdown right there. As we see, Credible is just going to fair catch this punt. And so the Sharks are going to start with the ball on the 11, man. It's 1st and 10. 43 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Sharks dominating this one from the beginning. Looking to go ahead and close this one out as we see a handoff go to Tay Ray on the left-hand side. Picks up a short gain of 2. So ball's now on the 13. We see Rush come in to spell Ray as Lovelady drops back to pass near his own end zone. He's going to look to the left and find Jackson. And that was a laser to the big-time tight end, 7-11. Moving the chains. That's a 1st down right there, an absolute dot. And that right there is going to take us through the end of this 3rd quarter, getting us into the 4th quarter, man. The Sharks have dominated throughout most of this game, man. Looking to close it out in Eugene on the road. And so here we go, man. We're going to see a handoff go to Rush up the middle, who runs over a couple Ducks and then is finally brought down. Didn't want to go down right there. So we're seeing a whole lot of tenacity out of Rush, who also already has 1 touchdown in this game. And so that's going to be 2nd and 6 now. We see a toss go to Rush again on the left-hand side, but he's not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be a loss right there. So we're now looking at 3rd and 9. Trying to convert here as we see Lovelady drop back to pass. He's looking for Glover on the left-hand side, and he may have not caught that one. I don't know. As we see the replay, it was very close. And when we take a look at it, man, it's going to be super close. And we see Glover actually did tightrope and get his foot inbounds. And that is exactly why he is an X factor. Big time play right there from Glover. Absolute phenomenal catch and an adjustment catch. And so here we go, man. It's now 1st and 10, ball on the 43. It's been 2 really nice throws from Lovelady as we see him go back in shotgun again. And he is under pressure, looking for Go, who he finds and gets all the way down to the 20. And you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now. These Duck fans are just shocked. They just are in complete shock right now. The Sharks offense literally just cannot be stopped. Lovelady is putting on an absolute clinic, finding all different types of receivers, man. On the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, as we see him drop back to pass again. But he's quickly running out of time. He's just going to throw this one away. Finally, the Ducks are able to cause an incompletion and put Lovelady under some pressure, as he's really been comfortable in the pocket all game. But anyway, man, like I was saying about Lovelady, he's been absolutely dotting this Ducks defense up. And hey, we'll take it, man. We are not complaining. So anyway, man, it's going to be 2nd and 10, ball on the 20. Just over 3 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter as we see Russ get the handoff and is brought down behind the line of scrimmage right there. So that is now going to put us at 3rd and 10. Going to try to convert this one yet again as we see Lovelady looking for Jackson, who comes down with the catch but doesn't get much right there. And so that is going to result in a 4th and 10. Ball is on the 20. And we don't know what Coach Hughes is thinking right here. We've already seen Fitton attempt 1 field goal, which did not go good at all. But we are going to see him go for a 37-yard field goal attempt right here. And it looks like he has a distance, but he just did not have the accuracy. It drifted left. That one right there was a tough one. Not even too mad at him right there. It looked good in the beginning, but just drifted. So the Ducks are going to start with the ball on the 20. Yet again, after a missed field goal, as we see Gabriel make his connection right there to his tight end for a gain of 5. So it's now 2nd and 5, ball on the 25. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter as Gabriel drops back to pass. He finds another receiver, Jackson, who breaks 1 tackle, but then is brought down by States. And that's another 1st down right there. So late in this 4th quarter, man, we are going to see the Ducks go hurry up, trying to show that they still got some fight in them, trying to muster up a drive for some pride, honestly. But anyway, man, we see Gabriel go down the sideline to Johnson, And States right there was not able to come up with a play, and Johnson almost took that thing to the house. States barely able to make him redirect and go out of bounds right there, but honestly, he really could have walked right into the end zone. States had good coverage initially, but just couldn't get a hand up, and that was a big time throw from Gabriel to the speedy Tez Johnson right there. Both of them has been pretty quiet in this game, but a nice play right there. Moving the chains, getting all the way down to the 18. And so here we go, man. It's 1st and 10. Dylan Gabriel's dropping back to pass again. He's looking for a receiver on the left-hand side. He finds Jackson. And it gets all the way down to the 1 yard line. And so here we go, man. We were kind of scouting Gabriel and his fast receivers who haven't done much in this game, but now they are starting to put some plays together. As we see Gabriel go with a quarterback sneak right up the middle and gets into the end zone for the first time for the Ducks, man. And now you can see their coach is telling them to go for 2. But right there, really just a heads-up play from Gabriel, trying to put the team on his back, trying to make a play for his team, man. Show him this game's not over yet. So we see him go for 2, which is quickly shut down right there by Rodriguez Diaz. They went triple option, and that was a phenomenal play by the freshman cornerback. And so with only 1 minute and 35 seconds left in this 4th quarter, man, we see him go with an onside kick, which is quickly picked up by Ray. Brooks one tackle. He might have a chance, but then it's brought down at about the 40. And in all honesty right there, that should about do it. And we see some of the Duck faithful hitting the road jack. Hey, I don't blame you. In a game like this, is just not much you were going to be able to do, man. Sharks team is really rolling right now. We're going to continue to do so, man, as we go with a handoff to Ray on the ground. He loses 2 right there, so it puts the ball on the 41. We got about a minute left, and we're just going to see this clock wind down as we go with another toss to the left-hand side to Rush, who's able to get a gain of 1. And so that makes it 3rd and 11. And so here we go, man. The clock's still winding down. We see the Sharks go shotgun right here. We're going to try to convert this 3rd down. And we see Lovelady go play action, and he's looking over the top to Glover, who comes down with a catch. Surprisingly, man, Lovelady was able to thread that throw through the defense, and Glover comes up with a big-time catch, man, giving the Sharks another 1st down, and ultimately putting it into this game, man. That is going to be it. 20 seconds left to go. As we see, the Sharks are still throwing the ball, man, trying to add insult to injury. As we see, Lovelady was just under too much pressure right there, not even able to get the throw off. So that does stop the clock at 17 seconds, man. 2nd and 10, ball on the 46. And the Sharks still throwing this football. So showing a little bit of disrespect right here. Interesting decision from Coach Hughes. And Lovelady ultimately ends up throwing that one out of bounds. And so we're not really sure what Coach Hughes is doing right here. Maybe trying to run the score up. Maybe trying to get Glover a couple more catches for his Heisman race. Who knows? Hey, I told you in the beginning of this, man, this was a matchup that nobody really saw coming. Especially this type of result, man. 27-9. And we see the Sharks are just probably trying to be funny at this point. As we see, they might end up throwing one more long pass to the end zone. 1 for Glover up at the top. And that right there is actually going to do it, man. So we see the Sharks walk into Eugene, Oregon on the Ducks home field and absolutely blow them out of the water. Big time win for the Sharks, man. 27-9. Surprisingly, the coaches end up shaking hands at the end of this game after some of the decisions by Coach Hughes. And he's kind of telling them, like, I don't know what that was. That was kind of disrespectful. I don't know why you had to do that. But listen, hey, we don't care. You come to play. If you play through all 4 quarters, if you can stop us, you better do it. Because if not, we're going to run the score up. But anyway, man, Sharks walk away with another win on the road. Still undefeated. And it's now time to get into the WX Sports Gear Player of the Game. And look, man, we're actually going to go on the defensive side of the ball and give the player of the game to Nehemiah Hood. Was absolutely disruptive to a big-time quarterback in Dylan Gabriel, man. He had 3 tackles, 1 sack, and a forced fumble to top it off. Gonna walk away with a WX Sports Gear performance grade of an A+. And listen, man, when you hold the Oregon offense to 9 points, hey, somebody got to get recognized, man. And listen, it's going to be Nehemiah Hood. And so if we take a look at the stats from the game, you can see, man, this game was just an overall domination. I mean, we went 6 for 9 on 3rd down conversions, which was huge, man. Honestly, red zone to touchdowns, man. 5 trips to the red zone, 3 touchdowns. Probably could have been a little bit better there. But ultimately, man, It was just pure domination from the jump. As you can see, man, we did even have a kick return for a touchdown. So there we have it, man. The Sharks walk away with another victory. We are now 4-0. We are undefeated, already top 20 in the nation, man. So we'll see what they put us, where they put us next week. Which next week we'll be going down to Notre Dame Stadium, facing off against Riley Leonard and the Fighting Irish, man. It should be a good game. But listen, man, that is going to go ahead and wrap up episode 4. And listen, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in and rocking with me, man. It's been so much fun. And listen, if you enjoyed the video today, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel today. And remember, a little bit every day goes a long way. So once you take that first step, don't look back. I'm IC3 3000 to be exact. I hope I see you guys in the next one. And if I don't, well then go ahead and run this one back.